The Oregon Cancer Ski Out began in 1988. Larry Chadwick, its founder, just had a devastating event with his family and decided to take his anger and turn it into something good.
And it wasn't necessarily the factor that they were dying of cancer, it was the way in which they were dying. So I was angry about the pain and agony that they were going through. My wife and I had a discussion and she said, well, why don't you take that anger and do something with it?
In the beginning, the Cancer Ski Out started as really a small grassroots effort. People that just love to all be together but do something good just got together and had a great time.
You know, it's a unique event. It's a unique opportunity to be with people.
So it's a serious event, but it's incredibly fun.
We went from a few teams of 15 or so to 30 teams. We went from raising very nominal amounts of money to raising large amounts of money every year. So it grew into what people call a race or an event, but it really has nothing to do with how fast anybody is.
A lot of people come here just thinking this is serious fun, but it's more than serious fun. We're raising money to fight cancer.
Our goal is to provide funds, provide hope that enables people to deal with cancer, to rebuild from it, and to fight it.
Sometimes the cure can be very difficult, especially on children, young bodies filled with poisons. There can be difficulties later on in recovery.
So from research to the effects after it's already had its impact on a family or on a person, we want to provide seed money or the necessary funds to keep those services alive that make a real difference in people that are impacted by something they never knew what the impact would be.
You know, every year we hear of somebody who has either battled cancer or lost a battle, and that touches you.
We fund small programs, startup programs in communities that would not otherwise have services. We've done things in Hood River before hospice was in existence there. We've provided funds for big name research scientists to come to the state of Oregon that otherwise might not have.
It stays local. We really get to see the impact in the community that we live in.
So we're there wherever there's this maybe a little bit of a void. Maybe it's a temporary void. Maybe a program gets cut. Maybe it needs to start. And we're there to help that.
The money goes where it's supposed to go, and a lot of times it's to places that people would never dream of.
How the Cancer Ski Out works is the months before, the participants, our supporters, our sponsors are rallying up to find prizes, awards, donations, additional sponsorships that will make a difference. The teams are building. These teams of 5 people that compete against other teams of 5 people are getting their costumes together or raising funds. As we come to the month of March, the skiers start to show up. Everybody's checking in. By 9, 10 o'clock, they're on the mountain, those teams of 5 and all their friends and family and supporters who have come, and everybody watches and waits for their times. And the passion is building because that night comes a great dinner with speeches and presentations and honoring all of our sponsors and supporters. And then we get ready for our Cowboy Up party. The fun of our casino night, the fun of our dancing, our music, some of our auction items. Whether you ski or not, that's an event to come to, because that's when you get to see, hear, and feel what we do on a day in, day out basis. They wake up the next morning, get back up to the mountain for their last 2 runs. We give awards to the first groups of teams, we give massive awards, the celebration continues, but one thing that we do that's special is by the end of that day, we make sure everybody knows how much we've raised and how much of a difference we're going to make in the world. In the last 24 years, almost 25 years, we have raised over $700,000. This year, our goal, the end of our 25th year, is to give back to our communities a total of $1 million. Being a part of the Cancer Ski Out family and making a difference in your community is easy. We're looking for people, individuals that can make donations or help us raise funds. We're looking for businesses that can donate prizes, sponsorships, gifts things that make a difference in enabling us to raise money. All we ask is that you determine, do I want to participate as an individual? Does my business want to be a part of this? Do the people in my business want to be a part of this? Do I want to sponsor this program? And do I want to see it continue and make a difference? Do I want it to reach further into the community? Do I want it to touch my community? Because if you want it to touch your community, this is an organization where you can make that happen just by becoming a part of the Cancer Ski Out program.
The view, the people, the money raised, the camaraderie, that's what makes it amazing.
The challenge of raising money for a good cause, I mean, that's really where all of us really get our drive.
We're here to spend time with one another. We're here to share memories, to cry, to remember, to reminisce, and that's why we're here. And that's why you keep coming back year after year after year.
There's such a feeling of family that is developed amongst the people. My life has been incredibly blessed by this event.
To trudge originally means to walk with pride, and it's empowering to keep on trudging.